Brian Elliott, How the Future Works, Leading Flexible Teams to Do the Best Work of Their Lives. And How the Future Works, Leading Flexible Teams to Do the Best Work of Their Lives, Brian Elliott unravels the complexities of creating effective flexible work strategies that empower employees and foster productivity. With a striking example from Apple's attempts at remote work policies, Elliott emphasizes the need for tailored approaches over blanket solutions. The book navigates through the essential principles of flexible work, addressing organizational roles from top executives to smaller teams, and highlights the importance of clear guiding principles, behavioral guardrails, and team-specific work agreements. As work environments continue to evolve post-pandemic, this guide provides actionable steps for leaders to foster connection, ensure fair career progression, and reshape managerial roles to thrive in a modern, flexible workplace.
Crafting flexible work policies. To shape a successful flexible work strategy, grounding your approach in guiding principles rather than rigid rules is crucial. In a notable misstep, Apple implemented a policy requiring office attendance on specific days, prompting significant employee dissatisfaction and resignations. Employees sought greater autonomy over their schedules, highlighting the flaw in a top-down, one-size-fits-all policy for a diverse, global workforce. To avoid such pitfalls, begin by clearly defining the purpose behind the flexible work strategy. Are you aiming to attract new talent, retain existing employees, or transition from a physical to a digital headquarters? Clarifying your objectives will guide the development of core principles that embody your desired work model. These principles should not focus on specific targets, like mandated office hours, but rather foster a mindset conducive to supporting organizational change. For instance, the Royal Bank of Canada recognizes the importance of regular employee gatherings but leaves the exact frequency open for teams to decide, providing flexibility in aligning with individual and team needs. By embracing principles over prescriptive measures, leaders and managers can drive a flexible work environment that respects employee autonomy, supports diverse roles, and adapts to the unique demands of a global workforce. This approach creates a foundation where adaptability and shared understanding flourish, paving the way for effective and sustainable organizational practices. Guardrails for flexibility. Establishing clear guardrails is essential to create behavioral expectations in a flexible work environment. Picture yourself as a remote executive dialing into a meeting and realizing all the senior leaders are physically present in the boardroom. Such discrepancies undermine messages of equality in a flexible work setup. To effectively implement a flexible work policy, it's vital to set specific behavioral expectations, especially for senior executives. These expectations serve as guardrails, aligning everyone with the core principles of your flexible workplace vision. Guardrails ensure that the original motivation behind adopting flexibility is honored and that career growth isn't unfairly hindered. Research by Nicholas Bloom at Stanford in 2014 revealed a critical insight: remote workers are 50% less likely to receive promotions compared to their in-office peers, regardless of their performance levels. To address such disparities, listen to employee concerns, such as a lack of visibility during video calls. A simple solution could be requiring everyone to join calls individually, whether on-site or remote. This approach promotes equal visibility and prevents remote workers from feeling marginalized. All leaders must exemplify the flexible work values consistently and adhere to established guardrails, encouraging the whole team to embrace this new working model. Innovative practices, like those adopted by software engineering giant Atlassian, can be instructive. Their executives work on-site just one day a week and conduct in-person meetings quarterly, firmly supporting the adaptive work approach. Encourage each team to define its work practices plan within this structure, reinforcing the commitment to an inclusive and balanced work environment. Flexible work mastery. Imagine a workplace where everyone feels valued, their unique needs prioritized, and productivity thrives. When a CEO imposes a uniform policy, like Tim Cook at Apple, they overlook the diverse requirements of different teams and individuals. A sales team operates differently from an engineering department, just as an introvert's optimal environment differs from that of an extrovert. Personal lives add further complexity, balancing responsibilities like caregiving, fitness, and hobbies. A one-size-fits-all approach simply falls short. For meaningful change, leaders should draft flexible work models tailored to their teams, aligning with company ideals while empowering members. Enter the Team-Level Agreement, TLA, a tool to translate corporate principles into practical, team-specific actions. TLAs outline behavioral expectations, ensuring both flexibility and structure, essential as workplaces evolve in a post-pandemic era. A key feature of TLAs is setting core collaboration hours, periods when all team members are accessible to one another, ensuring effective communication without the need for constant availability. This arrangement not only supports flexibility but also guards against burnout, fostering a healthier work-life balance. In this landscape, continuous learning becomes vital. Post-pandemic, as remote work gains permanence, many executives experience apprehension navigating this unfamiliar territory. Embracing continuous learning helps ease this transition, ensuring that both leaders and teams adapt successfully in this new work paradigm. Embracing flexible work. Embracing a new work environment calls for open-mindedness and experimentation. To effectively adapt, form a task force of diverse employees who champion flexible work. Their mission is to test new strategies and gauge their effectiveness across various departments. This proactive approach ensures potential challenges are identified and addressed before broader implementation. Despite evidence supporting flexible work's productivity benefits, skepticism among executives remains. Therefore, this task force is a critical aspect of the change management strategy. Showcasing its importance, senior managers should dedicate part of their time to supporting it. At Slack, for example, department leaders allocated 20% of their time to convey the task force's critical role. By prioritizing this team and focusing on creating strong digital connections, organizations can foster a smoother transition and a more productive future. Digital connection reinvented. Connection is a core human need, vital for survival and progress. The worry among executives that flexible work arrangements might hinder this sense of bond, stifling innovation and teamwork, is widespread. Yet, the pandemic revealed surprising truths about remote work. According to research by Future Forum, a Slack consortium, employee connections actually rose by 36% in remote setups. Moreover, creativity thrived, regardless of whether teams collaborated from home, office, or a blend of both. This evidence suggests that flexible work environments can indeed foster strong connections, provided they are supported by the right digital tools. Transitioning digital channels into the principal medium for communication, hosting everything from vision statements to day-to-day discussions, is crucial. Each team and project requires a dedicated digital space, equipped with resources for collaboration and document sharing. Nurturing a sense of belonging is essential, which can be achieved by crafting digital social spaces. These are channels where employees can bond over personal interests, sharing photos and stories about their families and hobbies. Real connections often flourish when we embrace our lives beyond work. Furthermore, online employee resource groups must be established. These digital platforms serve as sanctuaries for people from specific communities, such as those identifying as LGBTQA+, or those bonded by shared cultural ties. These groups provide essential support and a sense of unity, cementing stronger interpersonal networks. Adopting digital spaces could revolutionize the use of physical workspaces. Instead of rigid cubicles, open environments that promote spontaneous interactions might hold the key to fostering cross-department and cross-hierarchy connections. Embrace this new paradigm and allow your organizational culture to flourish in unexpected ways. Modern management transformation. Transforming managers to thrive in a flexible workplace requires a shift from traditional gatekeeping to empathetic coaching. In this evolved role, managers build trust by being open about goals and expectations, fostering a clear understanding of each team member's contributions. Empowering employees to unlock their potential not only enhances individual growth, but also drives organizational success. Transitioning managers involves investing in continuous coaching, ensuring leaders aren't left to navigate challenges alone. Each manager benefits from an accountability partner, facilitating regular feedback and collaborative problem solving. This support system reduces isolation, a byproduct of traditional management, and encourages a more connected work environment. Recognizing managerial achievements at company events reinforces the importance of this new approach and acknowledges the dedication and progress of management teams. Rethinking success metrics. Redefine your approach to success by transforming managers into empathetic coaches and revising how performance is measured. Traditional metrics, like hours logged and physical presence, fail to capture true productivity, especially in flexible work environments where employees risk being more distracted. Instead of focusing on activities, prioritize outcomes that genuinely matter, much like you would in your company's annual achievements, which celebrate product launches and breakthroughs rather than hours clocked. When evaluating success, consider metrics that emphasize the quality of work over sheer quantity. For instance, sales teams pressured to meet call quotas might sacrifice call quality, achieving their numbers but not boosting the client base. In contrast, flexible work metrics highlight outcomes and value experiences, ensuring meaningful contributions and effective problem-solving align with your goals. Begin by identifying essential outcomes, extending beyond mere deliverables to include positive employee experiences. Encourage managers to translate these outcomes into tangible goals, such as project completions and customer query resolutions. Equally important is focusing on how employees feel supported, like respecting their dedicated work hours. Communicate clear expectations regarding time frames to maintain a collective understanding of success. Implement digital systems that facilitate transparent updates and work progress, allowing everyone to stay aligned, regardless of varied schedules or remote locations. This shift in metrics requires thoughtful planning and change management, akin to transitioning to full-time flexible roles, and adopting this mindset prepares your organization for a sustainable future.
The insights from How the Future Works shed light on the necessity of evolved work strategies, anchored by foundational principles rather than rigid policies. Brian Elliott underscores that flexibility is not merely about location but about fostering a culture that values outcomes over activities, thus enhancing both employee satisfaction and productivity. Establishing equitable digital connections, upskilling managers to become empathetic coaches, and continuously learning through task forces are pivotal strategies for maintaining effective remote work environments. By shifting the lens from hours logged to outcomes achieved, organizations can unlock the potential within flexible work models. This book is an essential tool for leaders aiming to guide their teams toward doing the best work of their lives in ways that also respect individual needs and collective goals.